Welcome back here on the Lane live stream. We're just about a minute left in the halftime break. The home team, Lane Community College Titans, they lead the visiting Portland Community College Panthers 33-31. My name is Levi Berkfield here in Eugene, Oregon. As seconds tick down until the second half, it's going to be an exciting one, a tight game, a very short-handed Portland Panthers squad. They only have 7 active players on the roster right now. They have their 5 starters and their 2 reserves, with Claxton and Lincoln coming off the bench. Lincoln's played very well in this game. Hayden Rose, the freshman for Portland, leads both teams in scoring with 9 points. Devin Hinton leads Lane with 8 points. No player scored double digits, obviously. Both teams have hit 4 3-pointers, but Portland's done it in 4-7 shooting. Lane's jacked up 15 3-pointers, only hitting 4 of them. Big number to highlight as well. Lane has 6 steals, which has been really key for them. They've also turned it over 6 times themselves, but total, Portland has 10 turnovers. So turnovers a little differential here. Rebounding's about even, assists are about even, and obviously it's a 2-point difference between these two teams. The teams take the court here. We approach literal seconds away from the top of the second half. Portland will start the half with the ball. They will inbound from the midcourt line. This is Sewell to inbound, and he finds Rose, top of the 3-point line. Looking for Oppo, can't get it, so he gives it back to Sewell. Sewell now guarded closely, the give to Long. Long will drive it at the paint, a wild off-balance shot, but he still gets it to fall. Long ties the game, a very nice play by him. And now it's Lane's turn with the ball. They're going to swing around the outside. It ends up with Blodgett, the give to Pluma. Then to Blackmore. Blackmore finds someone inside. Kick out to Pluma. Pluma for 3. Front rim. That won't go. Blackmore gets tied up on the rebound. He had 2 black jerseys around him, and he comes up with it. I think they're going to call it a tie-up there. Possession arrow will be pointing towards Lane here, so Pluma will inbound for Lane. Game is tied 33 apiece. Underneath the basket is Pluma, and a foul will be called on Hinton as he pushed a Hayden Rose out of the way trying to get to the rebound. So an offensive foul there, an unforced error. And now it'll be Portland's turn with the ball. Rose to inbounds. And he'll find Sewell, the sophomore guard out of Colorado Springs, done most of the heavy lifting with ball handling for Portland here. Guarded closely by Blackmore is Sewell. Sewell will find player, swings it around and ends up back in his hand, so back to Sewell. They give to Rose in that left wing area. Looking for Gagliardi, can't find him, so then Rose will go into the paint, spin move, and he gets the roll. Rose extends his lead of scoring. He now has 11 points in the game, and he gives Portland a 2-point lead. Blackmore the ball, the give to Pluma. Pluma finds San Germano, who gives it back to Blackmore on the action. They give to San Germano again, the 3-pointer attempt. That's up and good. Off the front rim, and his foot was on the line either way. So Portland with the ball. A 3-point attempt quickly jacked up by Sewell. He lands it, 3-pointer there. And Portland, after a 2-point deficit at halftime, quickly jumps out to a 5-point lead. C.J. Edwards wants a timeout to talk about for the Lane team, who give up a quick 7 points here. We'll take a break as well here in the Lane live stream. 18:30 to go in the game. Portland up 38-33. Welcome back here in the Lane live stream. My name is Levi Berkfield here. Top of the second half, 18:30 left to go in the game. And Portland, after trailing by 2 at the half in the first 90 seconds, a little scoring burst there to take a 38-33 lead. Lane wanted to talk it over, so they take a timeout. They haven't scored yet in this half, but they do have the ball here. San Germano to inbound. He had a look at 3, couldn't get to fall, so he'll give it to Blackmore. The freshman has been doing A lot of the lifting here with ball handling. Rejects the screen, goes to his right, puts it up against the glass, can't get the fall, but Hayden Rose called for a foul there. Blackmore, the screen was to his left, all the action was to his left. He rejects it, goes right into the teeth of the defense. Draws the foul, unable to get the basket to fall, so Hull showed 2 here. Blackmore averaging 11 points in the game, shooting only 63% from the charity stripe. This first one up, back rim, that won't go. Misses that first one. Blackmore, he was 3 of 4 on the line coming into this. Now he's 3 of 5, going for his 6th attempt. And he gets that one to fall. First points of the game, first points of the half for Lane, and Sewell, the ball handler for Portland, as they drive up. He's hounded by Blackmore, spins one way, goes a wild shot, goes up and in. Blackmore spinning his way to the basket on the left side, puts it against the glass and go. Now it's Blackmore's turn to go fast. He goes lightning fast, kicks outside for the three-pointer. That won't go. A lot of contact inside, and Lane comes up with the rebound. It gets kicked around and ends up in the hands of Harbert. Harbert gives to Blackmore. Blackmore the feed to Pluma. Pluma, looking at his options, will drive to the basket, spins to his right, puts it up against the glass. That won't go. Rebound Portland. Hayden Rose collects that one, extending his excellent game. And now it's Sewell going again quickly. Thought about the 3 in the give and take. Ends up back with Sewell. Guarded by Blackmore, drives to his right. Now he's switched on to Pluma. Little shimmy shake, mid-range jumper. That won't go. Rebound to Portland. Hayden Rose has been all over the place. Will spin to his right, puts it up against the glass. Wild shot won't go. Blackmore the rebound. Now he's going fast, looking at his options, spreads the team. Athletic finish, drives the basket over Sewell, puts it up again. Javon Blackmore showing some of the scoring prowess here. It's 40-36 here, 17 minutes left to go in the game. This is Sewell again. The give to Long. Long guarded by Pluma. Puts his butt into him and drives inside, runs out of options, so we'll give it up to Oppo. Oppo, a wild shot at the rim. They're going to call an offensive foul as he put a defender on the ground. San Germano ended up on the ground there and drew the offensive foul. Nice defense there, and Oppo just putting his shoulder to the chest of the defender. Lincoln's going to jog to the scorer's table to check in here, and Oppo will check out. Josh Lincoln played well in his limited minutes, putting up 7, 3, and 1. On 3 of 4 shooting. Lane to inbound. It'll be Blackmore, per usual, jogging his way up the court. Takes the screens from San Germano, drives to his right, left, excuse me. And now a foul will be called, that'll be a travel on Kai Blodgett. He put a defender on the ground, but in the process he traveled. And now we're going to have some substitutions for Portland. Blodgett will check out. Marcus Wadey, the freshman guard from Phoenix, will check in. Wadey, who has not scored yet in the game, checks in, but a steal by Pluma off the inbounds pass, and a nice athletic play. Can't get to fall. Another point-blank layup by Blackmore. He can't get to fall. Lane had 2 point-blank shots to the rim, couldn't get either one. They come up empty-handed on the steal attempt by Pluma, who's been so great on defense. Can't get to fall on offense. Now it's Portland's turn. Little action in and out. Sewell, I thought he traveled. They won't call the travel, but they will call the out-of-bounds play as it bounced off his knee out of bounds. So a turnover there, a little stretch of ugly offense from both teams here. Lane to inbound. This time it's Wadey as the ball handler. Spelling Blackmore, Wadey will give and take with Harbert. With Pluma back to Wadey. Now it's Blackmore. Double comes, so they're going to kick to Wadey. Back to Pluma. Pluma takes advantage of the wide-open 3, gets it to drop. Will Pluma has scored 8 points in this game, been really good on defense. He's been playing all around good basketball. Lane only trails by 1 now, 40-39, 16 minutes left to go in the game. And here's another turnover. Lane picks the pocket, drives the basket, an athletic shot, gets the bounce in the fall. It's good. That was Marcus Wadey, who just picked off Jackson Gallinardi, had the ball in his hand, took it away, drove it all the way to the basket, and Lane's taking over. They have a 1-point lead. Sewell's trying to get his team back on track, looking for options. He finds Lincoln right outside the paint area. Lincoln drives, spins inside, puts the shot up and in. A sweet touch there from the Australian. I really like the way he's played so far today. He gives Portland a 1-point lead. Now it's Lane back with the ball. Blackmore gives to Pluma. Pluma takes it off the bounce, drives inside, kicks it outside, swung to the corner, 3-point attempt up, and that will not fall for Trayson Harbert. Portland the rebound. Controlled by Sewell. Give to Long. Long in the corner there. Feeds it inside to Hayden Rose. The awkward pass won't go, but he threw it over his back. I didn't think he was out of bounds, but he'll get called for it. He can't believe it either. It'll be a turnover as the awkward pass got tipped out of bounds. Rose tried to save it, couldn't get to fall, stepped out of bounds, and it'll be a timeout called just under 15 minutes left to go in this game, and Lane with a 1-point deficit as they trail the Portland Panthers 42-41. We're going to take a break here on the Lane live stream. Welcome back here on the Lane live stream. 14:59 left to go in the game. Portland leads Lane 42-41, but Lane will have the ball off the turnover. That was Portland's 14th turnover of the game compared to just 7 for Lane. The inbounds will go to Wadey. Wadey taking his way up the court. Guarded by Long. Looks for Pluma. Instead, he'll give it to San Germano. San Germano is out the side of the paint, gives to Harbert. The shot is up and no good. Rebound will go out of bounds, so it will be Portland ball. Still with that 1-point lead here. They give to Sewell. Guarded by Blackmore. Sewell, a little action with Long. Long has the ball. He'll give to Rose. Rose looks inside to Lincoln, who's got a size advantage, so here comes the double. Lincoln spins in the middle of the paint, puts up a shot, and it's good. The little left-handed floater falls for Josh Lincoln, putting up another point, another couple points here. Portland by 3. Lane will go quickly. The kick to the corner for Harbert. He gets the 3 to fall. Nice action there as Wadey drove and kicked it to the corner. This game is all tied up at 44 apiece with 14 minutes left to go. Now it's Sewell with the ball. Comes off the screen from Lincoln. Kicks it to the corner. Give him back to Sewell in the corner. Looks for Lane. Ball is tipped and intercepted. Now it's Lane with the ball. That was Harbert in the play. Gives to Wadey. Back to Harbert in the corner. Looks for 3, and he stepped out of bounds on the drive. His left foot drifted to the lines. He caught it in the corner there. Nice defensive play by Harbert, the local kid, the freshman from Eugene, but can't get it to fall. Now Portland with the ball. The game is tied 14 apiece. Just under 14 minutes to go. Turnovers have been key, and you might think whoever can get their three-pointer percentage back in check here. Both teams are shooting the same amount of three-pointers, but Lane is jacking them up just with not great efficiency. It's been the story all year. So now it's Portland with the ball. Rose has it, drives to his left inside the paint area. Little jump stop, finds Sewell inside. Little hook shot up and under. That's good. Nice action there by Hayden Rose, who's frankly played excellent throughout this entire game. Now it's Lane's turn to respond. Blackmore gives to Wadey. Wadey takes Rose off the bounce. So he'll kick it back out to Harbert. Back to San Germano. Back to Wadey. Little action there at the far side. Wadey at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Harbert. That three-pointer, a little too strong, but Pluma the rebound. He's right underneath the basket. Can't get the shot to fall. He's missed a couple of those point-blank shots, but he'll bring it back out. Catches his own rebound. So now Blackmore has the ball. Drives inside. Kicks it outside to San Germano. That three-pointer's up, and it's good. Riley San Germano shooting 37% on the season, but drains that one to give Lane a 1-point lead. 12:50 left in the game. And now it's Sewell, his turn to respond. Drives past the entire defense inside the paint area. Kicks outside to Lincoln to Long. An awkward pass who can't handle it. Thinks about the 3. Gives to Claxton inside. Double team comes. So he'll drive inside. He's in trouble. Ball is stripped. And Lane comes up with it. Now they got a man all the way down the corner. That's San Germano in the corner. He'll give it to Harbert. Harbert drives the basket off the glass, up and in. It's good. Portland wants to. It looks like we will have a timeout here, or waiting to see. Ref made the motion, but no timeout, just substitutions. And excuse me, that looks like Pluma was banged up on the play there. He'll go immediately to the bench with a shoulder, holding that right shoulder of his. He'll get spelled out. Hinton will check in, and not a good sight as Will Pluma goes straight off the court, holding that right shoulder. Checked out quickly. Now Portland with the ball. A foul is called. Lane leads 49-46 with 12 minutes left in the game. I believe they called that foul on Marcus Wadey, the freshman from Phoenix. And a good sight as Pluma comes back to the bench. Might have just been a stinger. He's still massaging it, but he is sitting on the bench, which is a good sight. Portland inbounds to Lincoln. Lincoln in that corner gives to Sewell. Sewell guarded by Blackmore, looking for options here. Gives to Claxton. Looking for a pass. Instead, he'll put the ball on the ground. Drives inside. Physical strength there as he drives all the way in. Can't get the shot to fall. Tries to get his own rebound. That won't go. Lane looks like they collected it, and a foul will be called. Foul called on Portland as they went for the offensive rebound. So Lane will inbound here. Harbert the inbounder. Gives to Blackmore. CJ Edwards is not happy about what he's seeing, talking to the refs a little bit there. But they swing it around for the three-point attempt, catches nothing but air. That was San Germano on the shot. And now it'll be Portland with the ball, down 3. Sewell drives to his right, gives to Lincoln in the corner. The feed inside to Claxton, kicked out to Long, but he wasn't there, just a few feet outside of his arms. So a turnover there for for Portland, their 17th turnover of the game. That's been really killing them all night, those turnovers. The turnover margin here, brutal for Portland, this shorthanded squad. And now it's Lane with the ball, the give and the take. Here comes Blackmore driving off the screen, drives the basket. Foul is called before the shot attempt. For those of you just joining us, Portland only 7 active players on the roster right now. Real banged up at all stretches, all positions. And Jackson Gallinardi for Portland will check in, spelling Claxton, Jonathan Claxton. The sophomore from Seattle, Gagliardi, will check in. That foul was on Portland, so Lane will inbound underneath the opposing team's basket. They're going to kick it out to the backcourt. That's Harbert. Takes the three-pointer, contested. That won't go. Rebound to Lincoln. And the give to Sewell. Margin is still 3 points. Sewell drives to his left. Takes the three-pointer as the defense sagged, and he drains it, ties the game. Nice play there by Josiah Sewell, the sophomore from Colorado. Defense gave him a little too much space, and he took advantage of it. Here's Marcus Wadey, kicks to the corner for Harbert. The feed inside to Hinton. Hinton guarded by Lincoln. A lot of physicality in there. Can't get it out. Tries to kick it out. Stolen by Sewell. A turnover there by Lane. And now it's Portland with a chance to take the lead. Sewell, the heat check three-pointer. It's good. Dribbles into that one from a couple steps outside the three-point line. Portland by 3. Lane looking for a response as Sewell's hit back-to-back threes. They find Hinton inside, contested by Lincoln, but a physical play there by Devin Hinton off the feed from Wadey. He gets up a little lay-in there for a 2-pointer. Deficit is 1 for Lane, and Portland has the ball. Sewell in trouble, hounded by multiple defenders, drives to his right, kicks to Lincoln, tries to feed inside to Rose, couldn't handle it, and Lane recovers. This is Wadey. Wadey driving to the paint, spin move, can't get it to fall as he kicks it out to Harbert. Harbert looking for options here, gives to San Germano, launches up a 3, nothing but net there for San Germano. Lane by 2, the scoring's heating up here, 10 minutes left to go in the game, and Lane has a 2-point lead off the sweet shooting of San Germano as both teams, their three-point shooting is picking up here. This is Lincoln, top of the arc, driving to his right, loses the handle, and it goes out of bounds. It will be off of Portland as that ball was stripped. It looks like Harbert was the last one to touch it. And a timeout will be called as the offense has really picked up here. 9:45 left to go in the game. A 2-point lead here for the Titans. Don't go anywhere for the finish of this game. We're going to take a break here on the Lane live stream. Welcome back here on the Lane live stream to Eugene, Oregon, as the Lane Titans lead the Portland Panthers 54-52. It was a 2-point deficit for Portland at halftime. It's a 2-point deficit now. They jumped out to a quick lead here in the second half, but Lane has retaken control of 3-point shooting, picking up on both sides. Portland will inbounds under their own basket. Excuse me, under the opposing team's basket. The deep feed to the backcourt. Dangerous pass, but Rose collects it, looking for Lincoln in the post. Can't find him, so he'll kick it out to Long. Long to Lincoln. Spin move inside, guarded by San Germano. Shot comes up short. That's because he was fouled. San Germano can't believe it, but he gets called for the foul, and Lincoln will shoot 2 here. Josh Lincoln, despite not starting most games, averages 27 minutes a game, and he's put up a nice little stat line here as he's just landed his 12th point off the free throw, 4 rebounds, 1 assist off 5 of 6 shooting. He is now second on the team for scoring behind Josh Sewell, has picked up to 19 points. Lincoln's second free throw attempt, a little too strong. Rebound San Germano. 9.5 left in the game. Lead is still 1. This is Blackmore with the ball, guarded by Long. Gets past him, and now he'll slow it down. He'll give it to Wadey. Wadey back to Blackmore. Blackmore looking around, a little give and take, in and out action. Wadey ends up with a 3-pointer. That's good. Layton struggled with 3-point shooting throughout the year, but they're picking up right now as they have a 4-point lead off the 3-pointer from Marcus Wadey. This is Sewell with the ball. Sewell drives to right, hounded by the defense. A little give and take, ends up with Lincoln inside. Lincoln fakes one move, spins to his left, and puts that one up and in. He hits that little short-range jumper. He's got post moves. Now this is Wadey. Wadey with the ball going quickly here. Finds Hinton inside. Spin move. Athletic shot. Up and good off the glass. He thought he got fouled. It doesn't matter. He gets that one up to go. And both offenses picking up the pace here. Who blinks first? This is Sewell with the ball now. Gives to Long. Long looking for Lincoln. Can't get it, so he drives to right all the way to the basket. Blocked, but fouled by Blodgett. Contested the whole way, and a foul will be called on the shot attempt. Blodgett, the sophomore from Houston, picks up the foul there. We're going to go 2 free throws here for Stephen Long, who shoots 75% from the line. He hits that first one to cut the deficit to 3. Long only averages 9.6 minutes a game, but he's seen some more action tonight due to the limited number of players available for Portland. Takes a deep breath before that second free throw. That shot up and rims out. Lincoln fighting for the rebound. That's a big man's rebound right there. Kicks outside to Long, who takes the 3-pointer. Rims out. That won't go. Another rebound by Portland. The offensive rebounding key here. In the corner, drives to the center of the paint area. Offensive foul is called. I think they called that in Lincoln. He can't believe it. That was Gagliardi with the ball who drove to the free throw area. Josh Lincoln can't believe the foul call, but it doesn't matter as now Lane has the ball. 59-56. They lead with just 8 minutes left in this game. This is Blackmore looking for San Germano. He finds him at the top of the 3-point line. Kick to Wadey. Wadey in that far side. Dribbles himself into a double team. Kick back out to San Germano, who stepped on the line again. This is the second time he's done that in that far corner area. His back heel drifting back to that line. He gets called for that out of bounds. Turnover for Lane. Their 10th turnover of the game. Now it's Portland to inbound. This is Sewell. Leads both teams in scoring. 19 points on the game. Off a couple of 3-pointers there. Give to Long. Long to Lincoln, who's seen a lot of action here in the second half. He takes a little mid-range jumper and drains it over San Germano. The size difference proving key there. Deficit of the lead is down to 1 for Lane. Now it's Wadey. Wadey gives to the player in the corner. The give inside to Hinton. Hinton guarded by Lincoln. Kicked out to Wadey. Wadey will take the 3. That's good. Wadey drains this one from distance. It's a 4-point lead for Lane. Portland's fighting the whole way, but Lane won't give it up. This is Sewell, hounded by Wadey, who's having himself quite a game. Sewell, the give to Gagliardi, the give inside to Lincoln, guarded by Hinton. Lincoln, same spot, same shot, same result. A little mid-range sweet jumper. The bench loves it. Leads down to 2. Wadey with the ball. He slows this one down. These teams exchanging haymakers here in the second half. Wadey drives past the screen, in trouble, kicks it out to another Lane player who drives to the rim. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebounds batted around. Lincoln comes up with it. That was Blodgett on the shot attempt. Couldn't get the shot or the rebounds. Now Sewell driving quickly. A lot of contact there, and a foul will be called. Lane's complaining about it. Doesn't matter. Looks like Sewell's going to go to the line for 2 after he missed the shot, was fouled on the fast break attempt off the inbounds, off the rebound, excuse me. Sewell leads both teams in scoring with 19. Has 5 rebounds as well. No assists yet in the game. Hits that first free throw. The sophomore from Colorado Springs, standing at 6 foot, averages 12 a game, so a really nice game here from him. Shoots 94% from the line. And hits both. This will be a season high for Josiah Newell, as he now has 21 points, and this game is tied at 62 apiece. This is Wadey, who's taken over some of the ball handling duties from Blackmore. Wadey in and out of trouble, give it to Hinton, back to Wadey. Wadey guarded by Lincoln, looking for options, gives outside San Germano. Now back to Wadey. Wadey thought about the 3 and said he'll drive inside, tries to give to Hinton. Ball's on the ground, it's batted around, everyone's diving for it, and Wadey, a dangerous play there as he dove at the ball and took out Long's legs. Long is fine though. The sophomore from Tiger gets up after the contact. A foul will be called on Marcus Wadey, the freshman who's been taking some of the ball handling duties from Blackmore, as I mentioned. Had a chance at a 3-point shot there, drove inside, tried to find Hinton, and ends up in a turnover and a foul on him. This is Sewell with the ball. A season night for him. They give to Gagliardi, give to Lincoln inside. Lincoln, another mid-range jumper from that left side, and it seems like he can't miss. He drains another one. Portland by 2. Now it's Lane's turn to respond. This is Wadey with the ball, guarded by Sewell. They give to Hinton, the top of the 3-point line. Drives, give to Blackmore. Excuse me, not Blackmore, that was Blodgett. A little give and take with San Germano. Blodgett drives, guarded by Lincoln. Oh, what a physical play there by Blodgett. He put his shoulder into the chest of Lincoln, drove to the basket, off glass. This game is tied up again at 64 apiece. 5:40 left to go in the game. It's Sewell with the ball. His scoring has slowed down after it was back-to-back 3-pointers, but he'll find Long, a wide-open 3. He'll take it. A little too strong. He hasn't found distance yet, but the long rebound goes to Gagliardi, who will give it to Sewell. Sewell inside. A little give and take back to Sewell. 3-pointer. That's good. Sewell right on cue drains another 3-pointer. It's now Portland by 3, and Sewell can't miss, it seems. Wadey with the ball, guarded by Sewell, asking for a screen. Here comes Hinton. Rejects the screen. Gives outside to Blodgett. Blodgett looking at his options, guarded by Rose. Little step back deep 2-point jumper. That won't go. Rebound to Sewell. Sewell having himself quite a night. 67-64, under 5 minutes left to go. Sewell has the ball to give to Long. He'll feed it to Rose. Rose inside, can't figure out what to do, so he'll spin baseline, drive to the basket, spin the other way. What a shot by Hayden Rose. Incredible play there. 2 spin moves, puts up and in. Now it's Lane by 5. They might be pulling away here. 4.5 minutes left to go. Lane needs a response. This is Wadey. Wadey drives past the defense. A wild passive out to Blodgett. That one, 3, catches rim, won't go. Rebound Hinton. Put back up and in. It's good. Lead back down to 3 for Portland. This is Sewell. He'll slow it down. Guarded by Wadey. Drives to his left. Off the Lincoln screen, can't get the switch, so Sewell loses the handle, collects it himself, back to Gagliardi, back to Sewell, slows it down, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Sewell, another 3-pointer, that one's too strong, catches rim, rebound, tipped around and recovered by Lane. An athletic play there by Blodgett to give it to San Germano. San Germano to Wadey. Wadey driving himself up that right sideline. Wadey will drive, looks for player in the corner, has him. That's Harbert. Harbert back to Wadey. Wadey looking at his options to give to Blodgett at the top of the 3-point line. 15 seconds left on the play clock, on the shot clock, excuse me. Wadey will drive to his right, in trouble by Lincoln, and a travel. Nice defensive play there by Lincoln. A timeout will be called, I believe. It looks like we're going to get a timeout will be called. 3:33 left to go in the game. Portland leads 69-66. It's a tight one. Don't go anywhere here on the Lane live stream. Welcome back here in the Lane live stream. 3:33 left to go in this game. Portland leads 69-66, led by the scoring of Josiah Sewell. He has 24 points in the game. That is one away from a career high. The sophomore guard dropped 25 in a game last year. And here is Sewell with the ball. His team with a 3-point lead. Trying to put this one away. We'll give it to Gagliardi, who feeds inside to Hayden Rose. Big first half, quiet second half. Looking for Lincoln. He'll spin baseline and lose the handle. A turnover on Hayden Rose there. The freshman from Washington makes a crucial error here, and now it's Lane with a chance to bring it within one or tie the ball game. Blackmore back in the game. He's the ball handler. Drives past one screen, past another screen, looking at his options. They give outside to San Germano. Three-pointer, it's good. This game is all tied up. Three-point land alive and well for both of these teams. Riley San Germano takes the three-pointer off the assist from Blackmore. Under 3 minutes to go, it's Sewell with the ball. Game is tied. Gagliardi has the ball, looking for Lincoln. Can't get him. Nice ball rejection by Hinton. Now it's Hayden Rose with the ball, guarded by San Germano. Looking underneath the basket, can't find anything. Back to Gagliardi. Gives to Lincoln, who's in past the three-point line. Hinton, a nice little strip there. It's Lane with the ball, the fast break. Hinton drives the basket, puts himself into the chest of Lincoln. Can't get to fall. Wild shot by Herbert, and Portland to rebound. Lincoln collected that one. Still tied up at 69 apiece, and we're going to get another timeout here. 2:30, a golden opportunity for Lane off the steal from Hinton. Drove to the basket, found Herbert underneath the basket, couldn't get it to fall. This game is still tied. 2.5 left to go. We're going to take another break here on the Lane live stream. Welcome back here on the Lane live stream. 69 apiece, 2:28 left. It's coming down to the wire. Riley San Germano leads Lane in scoring. He has 15 points with 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Right behind him is Devin Hinton. Had a golden opportunity there underneath the basket. Couldn't get to fall, so now it's Portland to inbounds in the opposing team's territory. They give to Hayden Rose, looking at his options, guarded by San Germano. They give to Long, who's hounded by Pluma back in the game, so good to see him back. Had a little sting over the shoulder, but he's back to play. And now this is Sewell with the ball, double team, give to Long, guarded by Pluma. 6 seconds left in the shot clock. Drives to his left, guarded by San Germano, loses the handle, and that ball will be out on Sewell. Running out of time, the shot clock, hounded by a couple Lane defenders, and it'll be another turnover for the Portland Panthers, who now have 20 turnovers on the game. If they lose, that might be the reason why. It's Blackmore who collects the inbounds, guarded by Sewell, driving up to that left area. 21 turnovers in the game for Portland. Some nice defense there to force that. Blackmore loses the handle, but luckily goes right to Hinton. They give to San Germano. Now back to Blackmore, looking at his options, guarded by Sewell. Kicked all around, ends up in the hands of Pluma, guarded by Long, drives to the basket, loses it, collects it himself. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Now it's Blackmore deep in the three-point land, drives to the basket, a wild up and under shot. Won't go, but a foul is called. What a play there by Javon Blackmore. Shot clock running out, didn't have many options, drove to the basket and drew the foul. Hole shoot 2 here. Game is tied. Only 1:38 left to go. These free throws are key. Blackmore shooting 63.4% from the free throw line. He is 4 for 6 tonight from the charity stripe. He needs both of them here. Blackmore, back rim, too strong, misses the first. That might have been my fault. I might have jinxed him on that one. I take responsibility for that. Blackmore, one more chance to break the tie here. The 1:38 left to go. Puts it up and can't get the roll. Blackmore misses them both. He's not happy with himself, but got to get back to it with just 90 seconds left in the game. We're all tied up. This is Long with the ball, guarded by Pluma. They give to Lincoln. He's been quiet for the last few possessions, guarded by Hinton. Looking at his options, drives to the paint, spin move inside. What a move there. Josh Lincoln can't be stopped. Now it's Portland by 2. Blackmore has the ball, looking for Hinton. A awkward pass collected there. In that dunker spot is Hinton. Drives, puts his chest, shoulder to chest, loses the ball. It ends up in the hand of Lane. A wild play inside, all sorts of hands. Hinton, a wild shot. That won't go. He wanted a foul. He won't get it. Guarded by Lincoln. Now it's Sewell with the ball. Portland by 2 with just 56 seconds left to go. Lane running out of chances here. Sewell falls to the ground. He's fouled. That was foul by Blackmore. Head coach C.J. Edwards is right in front of me. He's not happy about what's going on. Sewell, a little slow to get up there, but does gingerly get up and walks around a little bit, trying to shake it off. It'll be a 1+1 free throw. Josiah Sewell, 24 points. 1 to tie a career high here if he lands a free throw. 2 to break that. First free throw attempt is up, and it's good. The lead is now 3. 52.8 left in the game. Key free throws here to extend this to a 2-possession lead with just 52.8 left in the game is Josiah Sewell. He's tied a career high with 25 points tonight as Portland leads 72-69. Referees are discussing something here. It's taking some time before the ball is given. Ball is given to Sewell. A key free throw here, obviously. Shot is up, and it's good. Career high for Sewell. Portland takes a 4-point lead. 52 seconds left to go. A timeout is called. It's down to the wire here in Eugene. We'll take another quick break here in the Lane live stream. Welcome back here in the Lane live stream. It's danger time for the Lane Titans as they trail by 4, 52.8 left to go. They do have the ball here, and they're going to really need to score in this possession here to cut this lead back down to a 1-possession game and then trust in their defense. It'll be San Germano to inbounds. He finds Blackmore. Blackmore gets past this pressure from Sewell. The give to San Germano. A little switch there. He has Sewell. Now it's back to Blackmore. Blackmore drives himself into a double team. Gives outside to San Germano. Three-pointer is up. Rims in and out. Nice athletic play there by Hinton to kick it to Blackmore. Blackmore, he's tripped and fouled by Lincoln. What a play there by Devin Hinton to get that rebound. He didn't even collect it, so that won't show up in the stat sheet, but he slapped it in the general direction of Blackmore, who caught it in the corner. And when he tried to drive himself out of that corner, he was tripped by Josh Lincoln. And now it'll be Blackmore to shoot 2 free throws. He missed his last 2 here. Blackmore's 4 of 8 from the line. It'll be a 1+1. First free throw attempt is up, and he leaves it way short. He can't believe it. And now 31 seconds left to go. It'll be Sewell. Sewell is fouled quickly by Pluma. Blackmore cannot believe that he's missed 3 key free throws down the line here. They fouled Sewell, who's having himself a career night. He's also 4 from 4 from the line. So the last person you want to foul, but he was the one with the ball, so they had to do it. If he hits both, though, it will still be a 2-possession game, so it doesn't technically change the math that much, but 30.9 left to go. Portland leading 73-69, and Lane, they picked up the heat from three-point land. That first free throw is good, by the way, so now it's a 5-point lead. Lane is only 11 of 33 for three-point land, so they don't really trust their three-point shooting, even though they've heated up some. Second free throw here to extend this lead to 6 with 30.9 to go. It is up, and it is good. Sewell is having himself a career night. The quick feed to Blackmore. Blackmore to San Germano. San Germano driving quickly. He'll go right to the basket, lays it up, and he missed it. A point-blank shot missed. That might have been the death knell for Lane as they have to. Harbert has to foul Sewell one more time here. 21.2 left on the clock. It'll be another 1+1, a chance to extend this to a 3-point lead as this game slips out of the hands of the Lane Titans. San Germano missed that jump lay-in. He's kicking himself over it, but he's had himself probably the best night of the team as he's 15 points of 5 of 9 shooting, including 5 of 7 from three-point land. Incredible night from him. Sewell drains that free throw to extend his scoring all the way up to 29 points. One more free throw here, 21.2 left to go in the game, and he drains it. Josiah Sewell, what a game. It's 77-69, 20 seconds left to go. Pluma will dribble it up, take a contested three-pointer. That one's an air ball. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Portland ball, and that might be it for the Lane Titans. 13 seconds left to go. 8-point deficit, a tough loss. They led at halftime. They led up until late, but the explosive scoring of Josiah Sewell really put this one out of reach. He has dropped 30 points in this game. A quick foul there for Lane. That was Blackmore who committed the foul. I don't think he intended to. He's not happy about it, but just to touch on Josiah Sewell here, what a game from him. 8 of 15 from the field, 6 of 8 from three-point land, 8 of 8 from the stripe, 6 rebounds. Just an incredible game there for Sewell, the 6-foot sophomore at Colorado Springs. And this is a Portland squad only with 7 players on their roster, so a really tough night for them. They came in, they gritted it out. A really nice performance from Portland, and if you're Lane, you're kicking yourself. This was a golden opportunity to take a win from a team that was beat up. I was coming into this game struggling. They were on a 4-game losing streak. Sewell drains it. It's now 78-69. 10 seconds left. Pluma drives himself all the way in, kicks it back out to give to Harbert. A deep three-pointer catches rim. That won't go, and it'll go out of bounds. 2.6 left to go in the game. It's all over but the shouting here in Eugene. And that'll be it. The final buzzer sound. Portland 78, Lane 69. A tight game that blew open late. Not nearly as big of a lead as the final score would have you believe. This one was contested the whole way. As I mentioned, Josiah Sewell leads both teams in scoring with 31 points. For Portland, Josh Lincoln had himself a night with 22, only bringing 7 players to the game that were active, 2 of which did not score. Class and Gagliardi. The Portland Panthers grit one out. For Lane, for A.J. Green, a tough loss, but Riley San Germano leads the team in scoring with 15 points. He threw up 2 assists and 2 rebounds as well. Devin Hinton put up 14, and Javon Blackmore 12 points, but 4 of 9 from the free throw line for Blackmore really doomed him. I do want to mention the play of Marcus Wadey, who I was really impressed by. When Blackmore was on the bench, he did the lion's share of the ball handling. The freshman from Phoenix hadn't played much at all this year, but really nice performance from him. Only 8 points and 5 assists, but the eye test will tell you he played really well. I want to thank all the staff from Lane who made this possible. Head coach C.J. Edwards, as well as a shout-out to Greg Sheely, the coach of the women's team. The women's team with a dominant blowout win over the women's Portland Community College team earlier today. So a shout-out to them, a shout-out to the staff here.